are getting ready for Steam Carnival by 2-Bit Circus right here on Ion. I gotta tell you, it's an incredible place of innovation, invention, and at the end of the day, collaboration for young and old. Let's go have a look.
So this is one of the oldest buildings in downtown. It's one of the old Edison power plants. And I don't know if you can see up there, it says Edison Electric Company. But
yeah.
You know, there are pictures when this was literally the only thing for miles, you know, in every direction. So really a fun old building. One of the things we love is...
It's a brewery, too.
It used to be, yeah, a couple of the other buildings used to be an old Pabst brewery.
Right.
One of the things we love about this is, you know, power plants are steam powered, and so are we. So,
awesome.
You know, just different kind of steam.
Nice.
So, you can see the electric car that our lead engineer Dan Busby converted.
Beautiful.
Triumph into an electric car. And this is our garden gnome, Mr. Teeth. So now we're inside. You can see we've got, you know, 50-foot ceilings. So we call this place the Big Top. But you know, never met a double entendre we didn't like. So today I'm going to show you a bunch of broken stuff.
Okay.
Basically, we're in you know, we're in our crazy carnival production mode. The carnival's next week. So all the stuff that's working is installed at the venue. All the stuff that's here is stuff we're actively building and still getting running. This right here. If you remember the game of foosball, this is foosball with laser beams. So these are all little mirrors that I can position your opponents on the other side, and then literally a green laser out of there, or a red laser out of there. You're trying to bounce them around and into a goal. So pretty fun thing. You're having to sort of position all of these.
Any of these games, or do most of them have what is signage and say this is really what it is?
Exactly. There's going to be posters next to each one that shares a little bit of the inspiration, the kinds of STEAM you know, disciplines that were used to make them, a little quote from the creator, all that kind of stuff. So we try to peel back the curtain and show, you know, sort of what was involved in making it.
So what do we got here?
So this is one of our musical chairs.
Okay.
The real game will have 12 of these in a circle. And conventionally, when you play musical chairs, you physically take chairs away and people walk in a circle around them. But in this version, there's LEDs inside that can be any color. So instead of the people walking around and physically removing chairs, the chairs can deactivate themselves by turning off, and the colors can change. So the chairs themselves are shuffling, and when they stop, you can sit on them, and there's a force-sensitive resistor on top that detects if you're there or not.
So is this what we're sitting on, or is there...
There'll be a cushion.
There'll be a cushion,
yeah.
Okay, but that sensor's going to sense the cushion being there and the impact.
Yeah, the sensor's really sensitive, and I can adjust the threshold.
As sensors are.
Right. You can saturate this pretty easily. Like, if I put my finger on like this, then like it's fully saturated. So even if you don't sit directly on the center, because the cushion's there.
Why this shape for a musical chair? Of course, from 2-Bit Circus sense, from Steam Carnival stuff.
Like why the square?
Well, in other words, you know, when we play musical chairs, you know, it's a chair, right?
Right.
And so this doesn't have a back. It's a little shorter.
That's true.
Or smaller, if you will. So what's behind that?
So it's nice that it doesn't have a back because there's no real direction.
Okay.
And we picked this like enclosed shape because light diffuses nicely through the sides. So what's the easiest way to like tell people what the state of the chair is? Fill the whole thing with light.
Got it.
And it's short, like it's good for kids to sit on or adults.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So our nonprofit is going to be launching, we're announcing it at our gala on the 22nd, and it's entitled Steam Powered, and it is really trying to, as much as 2-Bit Circus upends the game industry and entertainment industry, we're hoping that Steam Powered will do the same with education, looking at how we can bring together a really diverse group of individuals, from after-school educators to instructional day educators to STEM professionals to other types of mentors to community leaders, and how they can create a ecosystem of learning and really deconstruct the type of this perceived mystery behind innovation and invention, and help bring our students to become the next generation of creators and inventors.
Very nice.
Really.
So where do you draw your inspiration from?
Oh boy, I'd say many places, but I'd say I'm really inspired by the people around me. This is such an amazing diverse group of people. I mean, everyone comes from all
tell
walks
by
of
your
life. It's a pretty great place to come to work every day, and there's a culture of learning here that if you don't know how to do something, there's always someone who's going to talk to you about how you could do it, and maybe have an idea of how you could improve upon your idea, and it's that synthesis that makes it really, really cool place to work.
So you're here in our annex, surrounded by technology that is almost there. This is the stuff that we're just about to put on the truck and bring down to Crafton for the Steam Carnival. The thing that scares me about this stuff is that we're so close on this stuff, right?
But from a prototype to...
Well, I mean, it's gone through prototyping phase at our shop. It's come over here. It's in game form now. And we're testing it. We're bringing, groups of people over here, sitting them on the musical chairs, putting them in front of the button wall, letting them play the pinball. And, if something breaks now, we gotta bring it back to the shop, we gotta fix it. Inside of every one of these games is just a hodgepodge of technology. There's no best practices guide yet for how to make crazy carnival games in the future. That's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting better at this.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, the tools we're using to make these games are evolving day by day. We're contributing to the state of the art. Other people are contributing to the state of the art. I mean, once upon a time, you get an Atmel microcontroller and you're off to the races. Nowadays, there's 17 different Arduino clones. There's Raspberry Pis. Intel's got their Edisons. Right? We've got all these available technologies with which to build our carnival games. And, we're kind of like kids in the candy store sometimes. Like, hey, I'll bet we could use this to build something cool, right? Consequently, we have different games built on different technology stacks, each of which can fail in a slightly different way. And we're learning about these technologies as we go. We got to stay up to date, right?
That's right.
Because
or ahead, because
we got to stay ahead. I mean, but believe me, we're using these tools. We're ahead of pretty much everybody. No one's using this stuff the way we're using it.
You've got to go to Steam Carnival at Crafted. It's going to be really just awesome. And you've got to get your tickets now for the weekend and show up. You're going to see some incredible games, incredible inventions, all interactive. And hey, I'm just excited to be here and to help present this. So we'll see you over there at Crafted this coming weekend.